Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. On the seventh day God finished his work and rested. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. In the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. A river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and there it divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first is Pishon, the name of the second is Gihon, the name of the third is the Tigris, and the fourth is the Euphrates. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden. In the midst of the garden he placed the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Trees within reach, good for food. A river waters the garden. Life flowing to all. Provision for every living thing. The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden to work it and keep it. And the Lord commanded, "You may freely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die." Then the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him." So out of the ground the Lord formed every beast of the field, and every bird of the air, and he brought them to the man to name them. Whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. But for Adam, there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man. And while he slept, the Lord took one of his ribs and closed up the place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man he made into a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. They shall become one flesh." And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. A picture of original innocence. Pause and reflect. Care for creation. Relationship formed in goodness. These words form the heart of chapter 2. Work and keep. Stewardship of creation entrusted to humanity. Companionship and shared care. The garden as place of life and relationship, sustained by God's provision. Life interdependent. Together, nourishment, companionship, obedience. A covenant of care. Key verses for group discussion. 2:7, 2:15, 2:18, 2:21, 24, 2:25. Reflect on roles, provision, and relationship. Genesis 2 invites us to see God as creator, provider, and covenant maker. A home formed for relationship and responsibility. Questions for discussion appear on screen now. Consider stewardship, companionship, and the meaning of not ashamed. Read Genesis 2 aloud in your group. Listen for what God says about work and relationship. End with prayer and reflection. Genesis chapter 2, read for study.